is to formally and publicly admit fresh students into the rights and privileges of this college. Such a ceremony offers the opportunity for us to give information to the public about the development, achievement, and concerns of the institution. Invited guests, the theme for the occasion could not have come at a better time than this, when all stakeholders in the health industry have pledged to make healthcare delivery accessible to all. Nurses and midwives recognize that disability can take a variety of forms and affect the physical, mental, sensory, psychological, and social ability of the person. It is against this backdrop that the Nursing and Midwifery Council had introduced the teaching and learning of sign language and French in the training institution to bridge this gap. Distinguished guests, each year, the number of applicants to the school continues to rise. This shows that our institution continues to be the preferred choice for the nursing and midwifery training. The college received a total of 1,536 applications for the 2019-2020 academic year. The breakdown per program is as follows: 714 applied for registered general nursing, 648 registered midwifery, 104 for the registered community, and 70 for the post-NAC midwifery program. Out of this, the college admitted a total of 387, made up of the following: 167 for registered general nursing, 117 for registered midwifery, 68 for registered community nursing, and 35 for post-NAC midwifery. I am hopeful that when the institution is resourced with the requisite staff and infrastructure, we can add more programs and thus make this institution a college of health that will train more personnel to contribute to the healthcare delivery in the country. To the matriculants, accept my warm congratulations on your admission into the college. Apart from the academic knowledge, you will be expected to add to your morale values which will help you in your campus experience and the world of work. Learn to build bridges where you may be, and remember, you have a central role to play in making a difference among your peers. Give yourself wholly to the program of study given you. Learn hard and participate as much as possible in all the activities on campus. Ladies and gentlemen, as leaders of tomorrow, consider lifestyle that ensure that you grow up to be healthy people who can positively affect their own destiny in life. Strive towards a disciplined and focused life, and the sky will be your limit. It is also important for all the matriculants to note that out of the thousands that applied, a few of you have been given the opportunity to pursue a course of study here. It is therefore incumbent upon you to make the best use of these years in order for you to realize your various ambitions in life. We cannot achieve this if we do not address your morale and spiritual needs alongside the academic needs. The school therefore has a greater responsibility to take up the task of inculcating in you good moral values. You cannot train the mind alone and leave the morals. We in this institution have accepted the challenge to work on the moral character of our students to make them good and dedicated workers in future. This, can only happen if you, our students, give us the chance to do so. When we correct you, it is because we love you. This will make you better citizens for Ghana. We desire that you conform to all the rules and regulations of the school. We are very particular about the dress code and wish that you would all dress appropriately and decently in school and even outside the school, so you can serve as a role models for others. Another sore point in educational institutions is examination malpractice. It is our hope that students will dare not venture in this area, because if you are caught, there is a heavy price to pay for it. As students of this college, examination malpractice must not be mentioned among you. Some of you will be tempted to cheat and to copy answers on handkerchiefs, in your clothes, on pieces of paper, and in other forms. When you are caught, deserving punishment will be applied. If you don't catch you, life will catch you one day. My dear students, mobile phones are tools that are useful, but their usefulness depends on how you manage them. With this, I hope you know when to use and when not to use your phones. It is important that you pay particular attention to your studies and take them seriously in order to make the grade. Finally, let me remind you of the matriculation oath you have taken. You must be faithful to the promise and abide by all the contents of the oath. Honorable Deputy Central Minister, Regional Minister, Honorable DC, the District Coordinating Director, Advisory Board, invited guests, the CNO, Central Region, our District Director of Health Service, and all protocols observed. For the school to achieve its mandate calls for the concerted effort from everybody to help us achieve our dream. I therefore call on everybody, individuals, corporate bodies, to contribute financially and materially to help the school grow. Thank you.
110 million and 190 million adults have significant difficulties in functioning. Rates of disability are increasing due to population aging and increases in other chronic health conditions, among other causes. People with disability have less access to health services and therefore experience unmet health care needs. Disability is extremely diverse. While some health conditions associated with disability result in poor health and extensive health care needs, others do not. However, all people with disability have the same general care needs as everyone else, and therefore need access to mainstream health care services. Article 25 of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities reinforces the right of persons with disabilities to attain the highest standard of health care without discrimination. Addressing barriers to health care in Ghana for people with disability, Government of Ghana can improve health outcomes for people with disabilities by improving access to quality, affordable health care services, which make best use of available resources. The following mechanisms should be put in place by the government. 1. Policy and legislation. There must be an establishment of healthcare standards related to care for persons with disability with enforcement mechanisms. This will enable the health facilities and health professionals to pay more attention to people with disabilities whenever they visit health facilities. 2. Financing. The government must direct National Health Insurance Scheme to come out with a policy that will favor people with disability to pay less for healthcare services. Government can also establish a scheme such as prepaid healthcare services for disabled people so that they can access health services anytime they wish at any health facility in the country. 3. Human resource development. Disability education should be integrated into undergraduate and continuing education for all health care professionals. Community workers must be trained to play a role in preventing healthcare services. 4. Admission of people with disabilities into health institutions. The health institutions must also consider and give admission to people with disabilities, since they can understand their colleagues with disabilities who may visit health facilities to access health care. On that note, I am expecting that this year, PRASO Nurses and Midwifery Training College will consider some of the disabled applicants who have applied for admissions into this institution.
My appreciation goes to successive district authorities for seeing the need of such wonderful school in the district. We need to commend their efforts. Today, the clearing of bushy areas has made me know that our land space has encroached, and it appears there is seeming helplessness on the part of authorities, especially the district assembly. I have never seen the bushy areas as a problem until the arrival of our new principal, Mrs. Yossi. Today, threats of snakes, attacks from chiefs has been eliminated all within 2 months. What else can we ask for? All the same, I wish to acknowledge the hard works of Mrs. Joyce Abaka Kwanza, Mrs. Jemima Fati Akon, for their appreciated roles in bringing this college to this far. We say we are grateful. All the same, my principal, kindly allow me the space to speak on your behalf. This college has come of age. Parents and some officers look up to schools such as Dunhwa Onafin as an example of a progressive institution. The secret is not far-fetched. Support my principal. Arrange a meeting with the sector minister and table the blueprint for a wonderful takeoff. And PRASO NMCC will be what we all want it to be. Madam Principal, all protocols observed. I deem it a privilege to be in PRASO NMCC because of its location. Let us make the best of its potential, and posterity will smile at us all. We are appreciative, but like Oliver Twist, we'll have it. NMCC PRASO once more. This is my heartfelt appreciation and request. May God bless our nation and make her great and strong. Thank you.
The top-up Diploma in Midwifery program is a collaboration between the University of Cape Coast, the Ministry of Health, and the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Ghana. The program aims at preparing qualified trainees to pursue a rewarding and challenging career in midwifery. It adequately resources midwives with the requisite knowledge, skills, and behaviors to deliver safe and effective evidence-based care, ensuring responsibility and accountability in the practice of midwifery. The diploma program began with 22 institutions, and gradually, other institutions with final year post-NACNAP students joined. In 2019, 4 new institutions with first-year students enrolled on the program, and for the July-June 2020 summit period, we are expecting 10 institutions to join the program, making the number 36. The third cohort, consisting of only post-NACNAP graduates on the field, completed their examination on 1st March 2020 and will be graduated in May 2020. We wish to assure the NMTCs running the UCC Diploma in Midwifery program that UCC will continue to provide quality mentorship. Already, we have built the capacities of tutors on assessment, teaching methodologies, and supervision of students' research work. We shall continue to organize these capacity building workshops and even extend them to non-teaching staff so that the NMTCs will adopt best practices required for tertiary education. Dear students, the University of Cape Coast as a mentoring institution expects you to reciprocate the training you receive from this college by exhibiting sound academic standards and competencies in your practice. You need to be guided by the fact that you have enrolled on this program to impact positively on the society by contributing to the delivery of quality health care to all manner of persons, irrespective of their status. This becomes necessary for you to have great expectations, to learn assiduously, to enhance your knowledge, and acquire the right skills to deliver respectful midwifery care to all clients. Don't forget that after your studies, you will be writing the same professional licensing examination with your colleagues who are doing the registered midwifery program. The days of the discrimination against the post-NACNAP students are no more, and therefore you need to prove your worth as a prospective registered midwife. Be confident and prepared to handle complex situations arising out of your duty as a midwife. Be ready to take higher responsibilities that will come along after your training. My dear matriculants, I wish to assure you that the University of Cape Coast, popularly known as the University of Competitive Choice, would continue to mentor your institution to offer quality academic services to you. Remember that UCC does not compromise on its quality academic standards. Therefore, you must be prepared to uphold these standards at all times. The University of Cape Coast certificate is not earned on a silver platter. It is awarded to deserving students who put in more effort in their academic work. Count yourself fortunate for being among the few applicants admitted to pursue this program. I can confidently say that you made the right decision to study in an institution affiliated to the University of Competitive Choice. On this note, I wish to congratulate you, the matriculants, on your admission to this program. May God bless us all. Thank you.
It is in recognition of this that I wish to commend all who have contributed in one way or the other to nurturing the college to its present status. It is my hope that you will sustain your effort to make the college grow from strength to strength. To the matriculants, I say congratulations on your admission into this great institution. The profession you have chosen is a very noble one, as it has to do with the management of health and, for that matter, human life. As you officially start the next stage of your educational career, I want you to keep focus on the goals you have set for yourselves. This journey is like a winding road in which lie tremendous opportunities and experiences, as well as challenges that will define your college experience and set you on the path of your professional and personal lives in the near future. Indeed, to a large extent, these opportunities and experiences will determine the direction the rest of your lives. However, as noble as it is, the profession is quite challenging. You should note that the profession is quite challenging. For example, apart from in-depth theoretical and practical knowledge in the field, one requires personal attributes like patience, tolerance, sympathy, politeness, empathy, to mention but a few, to be a good nurse or midwife. More so, the demands from clients and the volume of work at times becomes very stressful to a degree where you may be irritated or lose your temper. You know the way clients behave. That is when you must endeavor to show professionalism. Ladies and gentlemen, in most cases, nurses and midwives are often the first and sometimes the only health professionals that people see in their communities. And the quality of your initial assessment, care, and treatment is vital. It is important to integrate yourself fully in your various communities, sharing their culture, strengths, and vulnerabilities, so that you will be well informed to deliver effective interventions to meet the needs of clients. Dear matriculants, as I bring my speech to an end, I want to encourage you to work hard, make your stay in this college more meaningful, and live here fulfilled. As you begin your studies, I urge you to strive for excellence. You need to be able to strike the right balance between your academic, extracurricular, and social life. You should carefully apportion the amount of time you spend on your books, on your social engagement, including those on social media. Tell me, I'm on phone, WhatsApp, Facebook. It won't help you. Apportion it very well. You must develop skills in critical thinking and be analytical by learning how to question, receive wisdom in a refined manner. Education comes with responsibility. Those of you who are fortunate enough to have been admitted to study in this college have an obligation to use your education for the benefit of others. We believe that each of you must become an active citizen of this college, community, and every community in which you find yourselves hereafter. Your primary aim for coming here is to study, and I urge you to channel your energies in that direction. Remember that each one of you was admitted into this college as an individual. You were admitted into this college as individuals, and you will graduate as such. You are therefore solely responsible for all your actions and inactions. In the course of time, you will encounter new experiences. Some of you will enter into new relationships and make new friends, some of which may be lifelong. In any case, enjoy a well-rounded life, but then remain focused. Remain focused on your books.